Yo. Wait, damn. Why do I look like I'm low as fuck? Don't matter. Don't matter if my mic is low. Hopefully, I'm speaking loud enough into the mic that you can actually hear me. What's going on, guys? How's it going? I apologize for being missing for like the past 2 weeks. You probably can hear it in my voice. I have not been feeling well at all. Like when I say at all, I mean my nose is congested, my throat was swelling, I can't breathe without my chest hurting. But One Piece is more important than my physical health. So I figure let's just do a quick chapter discussion for the last two chapters, get it out of the way. That way I don't have to like there's not a big gap on my channel. And plus there's a break this week, so I'm finally getting off my lazy ass and actually doing a separate video. It's not a theory discussion, it's actually a versus battle. I actually said something about what versus battle I'm doing in one of the older videos, but in case you were wondering, bam, that's it right there. Bellamy versus Kobe. Look forward to that sometime this week before the next chapter. But getting to the point. Damn, that was a long ass pause. I felt like I was about to sneeze. I am here today with King Killer the Platypus, the Queen Killer. I apologize. The Platypus Tamer, another Australian brother of mine. Which now that I'm thinking about it, I know a lot of Australians. Did not think that would be a thing, but who the hell cares? Australians are awesome. They have kangaroos.
Yeah.
I'm here.
Thanks for having me.
No problem. It's always nice to have people to talk to, especially about One Piece. That's why I started the channel. That's why I started my channel. But we are here to talk about chapter 940 and 941 respectively, because like I said, I missed the chapter. I missed last week because I wasn't feeling good. But, Quay, what were you about to say? I apologize.
Oh, no, I was just saying thanks for having me.
Oh,
that's all.
Oh, yeah, like I said, no problem. Please excuse me if I take a few sip breaks. I have my iced tea right here. I am currently sucking on a Hall's Giggity because it's actually kind of hard to breathe. But, so, let us begin chapter 940. The cover is Bartolomeo. I guess he's playing with dolls that were crafted out of, like, Straw Hat dolls that were crafted. And again, the disrespect continues. Morgan's was there at Whole Cake Island. Why does nobody know that Jinbei is a part of the Straw Hat Pirates? The disrespect continues. And Bartolomeo is supposed to be like the #1 Straw Hat fan. You should know this, Bart. You absolutely should know this. And to everybody who is going, Carrot's already a Straw Hat. She's already a part of the crew. Fuck no. She's not in this. Nowhere. You can argue that the rabbit all the way to the right of the cover page is Carrot because there's a dragon on the left, which I assume is Momonosuke. But you can't prove that. So, fuck Carrot. She's not joining the crew. Momonosuke up. Jinbei is already on the crew, but for some reason he's not in here. Moving into the chapter, because I'm done rambling. We can't go on forever because Game of Thrones starts in like an hour and 20 minutes, so we got to get through this. The chapter opens up with Law telling everybody that an alliance without trust is no real alliance. I'm going to get my goddamn crew, and I said this during my last review or discussion. I can't remember. Like I said, I'm sick. My mind is not with me right now. Law believes in his crew. He's going to do whatever he can to get his crew back. There's no way he's just going to leave them there. But at the same time, excuse me, at the same time, Shinobu is like she's in the right state of mind to not have 100% faith in the people that Kinemon and them brought with them, because she waited literally 2 decades. Like, she waited 2 long decades. Like Kinemon said, for them it was only like 2 or 3 months, right? That they had, like, right after Odin's death. For Shinobu, it was literally 20 years, 2 decades. 20 goddamn years. She doesn't know these people that they brought with them. She is not gonna put all of her faith in these people. She, for the past 20 years, she's had to rely on herself and the people that she knows. She doesn't know how committed they are to freeing Wano. Even though we know Luffy is 100% in, she doesn't know that. So why put all of her faith in these people? She has to put it all on herself, and well, not even on herself, the people that she knows. And if she believes that these strangers got caught, if she knows that these strangers got caught, she's right in believing that they may have spilled the beans. She doesn't know how loyal they are to Law. She doesn't know how invested Law and Luffy are in this plan. So that's just my take on it. They're both right for the wrong reasons. Law is right for saying what he said, in my opinion, and Shinobu's right at the same time. Kandro seems like kind of an asshole because he told her, shut the fuck up. You got, like, just trust them. He's kind of an asshole because, one, you know the pain that she's going through, and at the same time, you know that these people, you know the pain that she's going through, and you know how loyal they are. So you gotta understand both sides. Come on, like, Kandro, stop that. Stop. Just stop. Then we cut over to Usopp and Nami talking about, Usopp mainly, talking about, man, if it were me who got caught, I probably would have spilled the beans. I've seen people complain about this a lot, saying that, man, that's more character regression for Usopp. I look at this conversation as more, how can I put it? I look at the conversation as more comedic than anything, because we've already seen Usopp's loyalty to the crew. We've seen it in Punk Hazard, where Caesar's goons, when they were bad mouthing him, they didn't show it in the anime, but when Usopp went into that lab and they were bad mouthing Luffy, Usopp no-diffed that entire room of grunts off screen, like off panel. And damn near every arc, Usopp sustains some of the worst beatings you could ever imagine, and he still refuses to waver, like, at all. So I don't understand why people would look at this speech bubble and would look at this piece of dialogue and just automatically go, man, Usopp regressed. That's not the case, in my opinion. Usopp is talking out his ass like he normally does. Queen, thoughts?
Yeah, I agree. Half of Usopp's role in this crew is to be a comedy relief.
Exactly.
There's a reason why he, Luffy, and Chopper are nicknamed the Kitty Trio, because they're all childlike when there's nothing going on, and we need the lightheartedness to alleviate all the serious stuff, like the fight against Kaido coming up.
Yeah, and when the time comes around, you know they will hold their own regardless of the situation. I mean, look at back in Alabasta. Look at back in Alabasta when Usopp and Chopper were teamed up. Chopper had just joined the crew. Literally just joined the crew, the island before they got to Alabasta. And he was getting fucked up. Not as much as Usopp, but he was taking a major beating. And he listened to the words that Usopp was saying, half passed out, and he took them to heart. He took it to heart. There's no way that you can seriously look at this dialogue and go, man, Usopp is being 100% serious. He even, in the panel, he even has his fake his fake, like, man face on. Yes. His nose turned up and, like, just a mean face on. Man, if I was in that situation, I probably would have squealed. No, the hell you wouldn't. No, absolutely, no way. Absolutely not. They probably would have plucked out one of your eyes and cut off your arm, rendering you a useless sniper, and you still wouldn't have given it up. Hell, what else could? Hell, you probably look at it like, damn, they took my ability away. Well, what else can I lose? I'm not giving it up. No. But
Yeah.
on to more important matters. Smash. You joined in and ain't even say something. Goddamn, that's some hurtful shit. That's some hurtful shit.
Hold on, because see, you messed it up. Because I was letting you guys do your like topic wrap up, and I was gonna be like, "What's up, guys? It's your favorite Anarchy Smash here." But you ruined it. You ruined it.
Nah. You wanna know why? You wanna know why? You wanna know why? You wanna know why that wasn't gonna fly? Because it's not you. It's not you. When you come in here, you ignorant. You not as ignorant as some people. Let's say Sauce. No shots fired. But you come in. But when you come in, you be like, "Yo, what's good, and people? How y'all doing? It's your favorite boy, Smash." Like that's you. Look, not politely wait for somebody to finish their comment. Who the fuck are you? Terrible.
Which chapter are you guys on right now?
940. We literally just started.
All right, cool. I didn't miss a lot.
Yeah.
Because you guys were talking about that opening conversation.
Yeah, between Nami and Usopp, and Usopp talking about, man, if it were me, I probably would have squealed.
See, the thing is that I see either it going one of two ways, right? Either there's no way in hell Usopp squeals, or he squeals in such a way that it's like advantageous for the Straw Hats that he squeals.
Yeah.
Like that's the kind of person that Usopp is.
And Nami even verbalizes what I was just saying. You gotta understand why Shinobu is frustrated the way she is. They've been waiting 20 goddamn years for this plan to come together. If it falls apart, this is their entire life that just blew up in their face. They will never ever get another chance like this, because a part of their plan was the element of surprise, the fact that they had so many like soldiers lying in wait, which I'm still a little pissed off about, especially given the location of where these soldiers are being round up.
One of the things that I will say though is that I think that it's important for Shinobu to realize is that these are a bunch of people who, if this plan fails, will also die, and they didn't have to help you in the first place.
All right, but look, yes, they will die too, but if things go sideways, they can always just leave. They have a ship. They can just leave. Shinobu and the rest of the residents of Wano, they're not abandoning their home. The whole purpose of this is to regain their home. They're fighting for their home to get their place of residence back. If things go sideways for the Straw Hats, even though they are not the type to do it, they can just leave. They have no real ties to this place. They can just say, "All right, we fucked up. Sorry, but we're out. Not worth it." They can just peace out, and you got to look at it from Shinobu's point of view. But
see, I get why she's mad. I just also think that like,
oh yeah, she has to look at the fact that these people are here. Like they're here to take out Kaido, and like y'all have a common goal. Their goal benefits you. If they fail at their goal, if you fail in yours, they fail at theirs. There's no way that these people are gonna, they're gonna do whatever they can for success. But at the same time, like I said, Shinobu does not know these people. She doesn't know how loyal they are to their captain. Even though we know that Beppo, Sachi, and Penguin, especially given the Law novel, they will not turn their back on Law. No matter what.
Like, Law and them have known each other almost as long as they've been waiting for this plan.
Word.
Law and them met when Law was 10. He's 26 now. So, like, they've been... Like, you basically told his 16 years of hitters, like... So, yeah. Word. All around, it's
Law saved Beppo from Sachi and Penguin. He took them in, and then when Sachi and Penguin blew themselves the fuck up, they lost limbs. Law saved their lives. He literally reattached their limbs, bro. It was a beautiful fucking story. Go read the Law novel. I have a video on it. Well, I streamed it.
Facts.
Fucking facts. Where the fuck were we? God damn. We've been going for what? Damn, almost 20 minutes and we still on like page 2.
Yeah.
Like when Squill, come on, put up more of a fight. Yeah, Usopp and Nami are going back and forth. It's a comedic moment. If it were me, I would have squid. Oh, come on, put up more of a fight than that. Ha ha ha. Of course, none of y'all. I don't even think Nami would have given up that information. I really don't.
Yeah.
And Nami, we know
Nami, no way.
We know Nami is not, like, she can't take that much punishment. Like, she's not as much of a tank. Usopp's not a tank. He's just like stubborn. He won't. He refuses to go down.
Usopp's a weird kind of tank.
Yeah. Like he'll take the damage, but like he'll still keep driving. He's like a car whose engine just blew up, but he's still running at top speed. Like, bro, how?
Yeah. Like, he's a pain tank. Like, that's the only way to explain it. Like, he's not actually deflecting these blows.
He's really taking it. He's feeling it, but he just refuses to let it get to him. He's like Luffy in that regard. Except where Luffy is driven by protecting the people that he's trying to protect, Usopp is driven by not wanting to fail the people who want to protect him. He wants to prove he belongs. Like, and all of that was further emphasized in Water 7. That's the whole reason he fought Luffy and left the crew. I'm not strong enough to be with y'all. Bro, yes you are. You took that bat that he got hit with in Alabasta, the shit that he says that he lies about, like 10-ton hammer, that bat really weighed, what was it? Something crazy like 5 tons? And he took that bat to the face, giggity. But yeah, we've been on this page way too long. Be going from my side, I'll never seek to accept help from lower class. Motherfuckers bothering this little old lady. The Flap capital will only accept residents who are loyal to the Shogun. Wasn't it said like this town is like people who were punished or some shit?
It's basically a leftover town, so
yeah. We were up to bad business, ha ha ha. The underling Bungo. I still need to watch Bungo Stray Dogs. I keep hearing great things about it.
I've been meaning to watch that too, actually.
Weird. They paid off officials to avoid punishment, and an arsonist, and he paid bribes too. And then Bongo, the lumber seller, would make money from the people who need it. Wait, go ahead, Queen. What would you say?
Nah, didn't they bribe what's his name, Odin?
I cannot remember.
Yeah.
I think they did. I think they did though. See the trio on Bungo. Oh, the trio on Bungo. The 3 assholes. These guys are the 3 assholes that Komurasaki like tricked into giving away all their money. Which just proved the point that I'm not calling her Komurasaki anymore. It's too long. It's too much of a mouthful.
What? You got this, bro.
It just further proves that Hiyori was not a bad person. She was only scamming the bad people. She got all of them to fall in love with her, and then she scammed them for everything that they were worth. What hell? One of the guys even sold his fucking family, bro. Like, how do you sell your family? I'm not even asking like how do you do it morally. I'm asking where do you where do you go, hey, my wife and my children are in that house. Give me money and you can have them. Like, what? How does that conversation start? How does it end? Like, what the fuck? But somehow he pulled it off.
I'm still trying to figure out how people are like, why don't I just grab this person and sell them? They're a piece of shit anyway.
Word. Yo, DJ said hi. Silvers won't be able to make it to the stream, but I hope everything goes well. Came here to show my support. DJ, much love, bro. Much love. Much love.
DJ out here being a scrub.
Word.
Bro, how you gonna... You much love me roast him. You agrees.
But we cut back over into the house with Frankie, Shinobu, Kanjuro, and the rest of them talking to I cannot remember his name. Well, his cover name. Fuck. It's right on the top of my goddamn head. Tip of my tongue. I said on the top of my head. Goddamn. Well, he apparently he was one of the he was also a goddamn. What was Odin's title?
Oh,
daimyo.
Shogun?
No, he was a daimyo. Odin wasn't the shogun. Odin wasn't the shogun, which is one of the bullshit thing that people try to bring up going against my my Momonosuke joining the crew theory. Oh, he's the next in line to inherit the shoguncy. No, he's not. His grandfather was the shogun. Odin was never the shogun. It's not a position of inheritance, it's a position of power. You have the most support. Oh, well, Momonosuke has the most support. Well, it's not just about your army. It's about strength. Orochi may look like a goof, but at the same time, he actually has some semblance of like fighting capability in his Orochi form. Or Yatama Orochi, however you want to say it, if you want to be specific, because people have pointed out Orochi means snake. Well, shut the fuck up. You know what I mean.
Yatama Orochi.
Yeah.
But goddamn, what the hell is this guy? Tonoyasu. Damn. Goddamn. Tonoyasu is saying, I got the message. Is it time for the battle? Apparently, this is jumping ahead into like next chapter, but it's a double chapter discussion. We don't have to go completely in order. It is revealed that he was one of the daimyo who supported Odin, even though they were both daimyo. Now, next chapter we find out that Tonoyasu, for some reason, after all this time of him hiding away, and apparently he's the witching hour boy. After all this time of him hiding away, being able to avoid detection and shit, he gets caught. Like, apparently by some scrubs, which I don't think is the case. I think he purposefully gave himself up just to light the fires of a revolution. Like, somebody with status like him being caught, he gives a speech on his execution platform and dies. You just ignited a goddamn revolution. If you've seen Black Sails, Charles Vane spoilers. Charles Vane died in the exact same way. They could have saved him. They really could have. He told them, "Don't. When they kill me, my death is the signal that rises everybody up." And I think that's exactly what Tonoyasu is doing in this situation. The only big downside to this is that we find out that Otoko is his daughter. Well, no, not Otoko. I apologize. Otogo is his daughter. And I think with her seeing, I still don't believe that Tonoyasu is the legit witching hour boy. I think that him, Hiyori, and Otoko were working together and giving money to the lower class people. And I still believe in the theory that Otoko is the witching hour boy. I want her to have some type of maneuverability or combat ability in some type of way. And I think her watching her father die may actually excuse me. I think her watching her father die is going to be that thing that makes her drop that smile. And it's a common thing in anime to where the happy-go-lucky, just real cheery person, when they finally drop the fucking cheerful personality, they're a goddamn demon. They're a force to be reckoned with. I cannot, like, off the top of my head, I cannot remember, like, side characters who did it, but I guess you could say Meliodas, but that's only when, like, his hidden power was unlocked. I'm talking about characters who have the ability, but it's only when they go through something traumatic that they use the abilities that they have. Well, Rurouni Kenshin, that's one. He's a happy, cheerful, happy-go-lucky type of dude, but when you take it too far, You just brought out something that you didn't want to see. You didn't want to fucking see. What the fuck? He's a very cheerful man, but who is Tonoyasu? Well, oh yeah, he knows. Tonoyasu knows Kanjuro and Shinobu, but they have absolutely no fucking idea who this guy is because it's not his real goddamn name. Tonoyasu is not his real name, and I'm actually surprised that Smash you clicking mad hard, bro.
Yeah.
Bruh, you and Nick need to stop writing essays. We get it. You can type fast and you type loud. You gotta chill out.
Bro, it's the alpha, like you just can't help it. You gotta dominate everything.
You gotta
work hard, play hard.
I have a mechanical keyboard. This shit is loud as hell. But at least when I type, I try and be inconspicuous about it. I type fast, but I'm gentle, so it don't.
I'm only gentle with the ladies. I don't need to be
bullshit. The conversations that we had, that's a goddamn lie. You're a filthy damn liar.
What, sir?
You're a filthy fucking liar.
Sir, that is a wild statement, and I can't believe you would say such a thing. That is so wild. This is reprehensible.
Please excuse me.
Smash. It's true.
Smash, you're a goddamn liar. You filthy, filthy liar. Filthy liar. But back at One Piece, Tonoyasu is apparently the savior of Ebisu Town. He's like the great man, like who saves everybody. He's cheerful. He puts a smile on everyone's face, even though this old man looks like he's about to fucking die where he lays. And given the information that we know we know why he is the way he is.
He's really out here just trying to do something good for the hood.
Yeah, he was a daimyo. He was like Odin. He backed Odin. He was a good person, and even though we find out that he's a shadow of what he used to be, he is still looking out for the residents of Wano. Like, he's looking out for his people. And like, no matter how bad you get, he's still gonna maintain that sense of like responsibility. No matter how diluted his personality gets, no matter how much like the horrors of this new country has warped him, he's still gonna look out for his people. And the only thing that fucks me up is that said when we find out that Otoko is his daughter, but please forgive me, I did not read the official translation for these chapters. This is like my first time going through the official, but I know that the Japanese box versions and the manga stream version said that he sold Otoko to the Pleasure District, which, if true, I don't think is 100% true. I'm thinking he knew that he was one of the, because last chapter he already said that Otoko is one of the few people who knows her secret. I think Tonoyasu is one of the other few people, along with goddamn, I'm losing everybody now. Yo, these allergies are kicking my ass. It sounds like Zoro's master, Kiyoshiro. Along with Kiyoshiro, he was one of those other people, and he didn't sell Toko to Komurasaki. He put her in her care. He knew she'd be safer with her. He knew she'd be well taken care of, at least until the little goat, the little savage, looked authority in the face. She really looked this man in the face and just started laughing at him. She laughed in Orochi's face. And then even when threatened with an execution with death, still said, fuck that, I'm still gonna laugh. They don't respect you. She laughed in this man's face.
She went hard for no reason. She didn't have to do him like that.
Nah, she a little savage. Oh, Hebby joined the chat. What's going on, Hebby? Do I need to know this kind of stuff, boys? Oh, you're talking about Smash and his weird perversions.
Hey, I'm not a perversion.
You're not a perversion, but you have weird perversions. You are a perversion. Fuck having weird perversions. You are a perversion. We're not gonna go into the specifics, but Smash is a weird guy.
I'm a wholesome boy. Like
bullshit. You walked into a church and the building caught fire. Fuck you catching fire. The building caught fire.
I went to church last Sunday. Like, come on.
And I guarantee you, every time they were sprinkling holy water, for some reason the pastor kept splashing it on your ass.
Nah. I was in the balcony.
You was in the balcony? Yeah, you trying to stay as far away from the holy ground as possible.
Nah, you gotta be closer to God. See? I'm not that cartoon villain you paint me as.
Yeah, because you know if God causes an explosion up in heaven, he'll damage his own property. We could Smash, we could go back and forth all day, or we could continue talking about the chapter.
You're not letting me live. I understand this.
But we hear from all of the other villages in MEC that Tonoyasu will look after, like I just said, he looks after everybody else. He will feed everybody else in town and not eat anything for himself, even if he's the one who got the fucking food. He is a benevolent ruler, much like Blockworks. What's going on, man? I think that's a new name. I don't think I've ever seen that name in the chat before or in the comment section. But it's always nice to have new people in here. It's nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Excuse me. That's good tea.
This man.
That's good tea, bro. My allergies been kicking my ass for too long. It's not even funny.
I feel you. I'm gonna have an omelet for dinner.
Bruh, I'm gonna make me some breakfast food, and fuck a glass of orange juice. I'm guzzling the entire jug with pulp.
That's how you dog. Fun fact: juice is actually less healthy than like fruit juice is usually less healthy than it should be because of the fact that we take the pulp out of it because it's a vital part of getting the nutrients.
Yeah.
Whereas with vegetable juice, if you don't have pulp, it's fine.
I hate vegetable juice. But we cut back over to the prison where the execution exhibition is still going on. And Luffy and Hyo are still going through their Yoda Luke Skywalker training with Hyo on his back. And when Luffy hockeys up, I've seen a lot of discussions on whether or not the aura around Luffy's arm, whether it's fire because hockey plus gear second equals Red Hawk. Ooh, excuse me. But Luffy's not using gear second in this situation. That is, in my opinion, the same aura that Rayleigh was given off when he first introduced the concept of, the force palm hockey, the force palm technique using hockey. And I believe it's also the same aura that Zoro gives off of his swords when he hockeys up. And that's further known as Ryo and Ron. Oh, that's something different. And that's further backed up by the fact that even Grandpa Hyo, like, he had that same aura on his hand when he first demonstrated it, and he said that this is a concept that's really used with swordsmen in Wano. Like, it's used with all fighters, but it's really transferred into swordplay in Wano. So, and with Mihawk being the world's greatest swordsman, which next person who tells me or tries to argue me that Mihawk has never been to Wano, I'm going to kick you in your cyber dick. I'm sorry.
Dog.
Yep.
I'm just waiting for the chapter where it don't even have to be a full on like flashback of somebody going, man, that boy Zoro gives off the same aura as that hawk-eyed swordsman who came here 15 years ago or some shit like that. No, don't have to be that. All we need is a quick name drop. He reminds me of that, they don't even have to like completely verbalize it. They see Zoro and somebody with a big ass scar. All right, the samurai that we saw with the scar across his face that they were handing the slips out. He sees Zoro, or hell, even the fucking the bridge bandit. Maybe he's looking at Zoro and he just gets a thought and he flashes back and sees, and like you just get a silhouette of fucking Mihawk. That's all I want. That's all I want. It don't have to be nothing big. Just give me a name drop.
Zoro's gonna have a Santoryu move where he like moves all of his swords along the same route, and it'll make the same giant slash that Mihawk made at Marineford.
Oh yeah, the
and
black
that'll
blades.
Be how people
the black blades all together swinging in the same direction, and like the blur motion of it makes it look like a big ass black blade.
Yeah, and then it'll be like
a motherfucker, and somebody just instantly get PTSD from that's on the Shogun side. Like, oh damn. The black blade swordsman. I thought he'd never come back here. What the fuck was that?
Yeah, like that would be a way to do it.
Blockwork said, "Yeah, I'm new here. Hey, welcome. Bro. Welcome. Luffy's armament hockey is improving already. Of course it is. Wano is just Mihawk's summer vacation home. Exactly, Ziad. Thank you. You have to, if Ace can get into Wano under Kaido's rule and leave, there's no way Mihawk was not getting in there, either pre-Kaido, or even post-Kaido. Like when the samurai were, like when swordsmanship and shit were just being outlawed, when the monster swordsmen were still just roaming around carrying their goddamn blades, Mihawk probably strolled up, Conqueror's hockey and all. Yes, I'm putting it in my headcanon. Mihawk has Conqueror's hockey. He strolled up to Wano. The storm was trying to keep him out. He said, fuck that, Conqueror's hockey. The storm stopped. He landed on the front gate shore on some day of black sun shit, except he didn't storm the beaches. He jumped down and walked and said, who got the biggest dick? I'm about to fuck you. It's some prison shit. No giggity intended.
But that's full giggity, bro.
Full that, full giggity. Full giggity. You would not believe some of the craziness that goes on Oro Jackson. Like, in all honesty, you go in there and you bring up Mihawk, Wano, and Conqueror's hockey. Most people say he's never been to Wano, or he does not have Conqueror's hockey, and he will never have Conqueror's hockey, or both. And then they'll bring up the argument, if he's the world's strongest swordsman, does that mean he can beat Whitebeard? Whitebeard is not a swordsman. Oh, but his Basento is like mentioned amongst the Wazumono grade swords. That doesn't mean he's a swordsman. You can use a weapon and not like classify yourself amongst those types of fighters. Usopp is a gunman. But I guarantee if he picks up a bladed weapon and stabs and wins a fight against somebody, he's not considering himself a goddamn swordsman or a knife user. He is still a sniper through and through. Luffy picked up swords in Arlong Park and was swinging them. He said, I don't know how to use swords. I'm not a swordsman. You can know techniques with blades or with certain weapons, but you don't have to classify as that type of fighter. The only like exception to this rule is Shanks and Mihawk. Shanks, I believe, is a pure swordsman, but I still want to have it in my headcanon that he uses a gun in some way. Pure pirate, sword and gun.
He kicks dirt at people. That counts as being more than a swordsman.
That too.
He kicks hockeyed up dirt into people's eyes, so it just rips off their corneas.
I still believe, and people can disagree with me all they want. Everybody has their own opinion, and I respect it. I still believe Mihawk has the strength of an emperor. If him and Big Mom were to fight, or him and Kaido were to fight, it could be a toss-up. It's just that he doesn't have the crew or the territory to back up his emperor status. He may very well be as strong as an emperor. I would like to believe that there are god-awful strong people out in the One Piece world who have the power to contest with top tiers. They just don't. Because what's the point? They don't want to be the rulers of. They don't want to be rulers of the sea. They don't want to really do anything else. So, like, what's the point? Like, why take anybody out? I don't want to go with the world government because I know that they're fucked up. But I'm not a pirate because I have no need to travel the world. I just want to protect the people that I'm with now, and that's why they're strong. Mihawk, he wanted to be the world's greatest swordsman, and I think that. And I think that the world's greatest swordsman is nothing less than at least inching into Emperor tier. That's just my opinion, though. If there's a fucking social club and Mihawk is at the bar and he looks over and sees another room, Shanks, Big Mom, Whitebeard, Garp, Sengoku, all of them are chilling in there. He walks up to the threshold of that door and he literally inches his foot in half a centimeter. And everybody in there looks at him, not going, you need to get the fuck out. They just look at him like, okay, if he came in here, I wouldn't be upset. Mihawk, I believe, is one of those strong fucking people. He just has no intent. He has no fucking need of doing anything with it. Like, he's the world's greatest swordsman. He tries to kill his boredom. If he wanted to really kill his boredom, he'd take out Big Mom or he'd fight Big Mom or one of them. But taking out an emperor, you essentially... That
just creates more problems than it...
Yeah, it creates more problems than he's looking for. He's just looking to kill his boredom. Yeah. And he had a way to kill his boredom with Shanks. If him and Shanks fought, maybe Shanks won sometimes, maybe he won sometimes. Shanks didn't lose his status as an emperor because they were just fucking dueling. It was just a duel. Big Mom, I do not believe, is the type of person who would accept a duel.
Yeah, like they would have to fight for something. She would have to be getting something out of it.
Yeah, it's either if I get up and I pull my sword, I'm going to fucking kill you and take your sword, or you're going to have to kill me because you stepped to an emperor. And like we learned from the Ace novels, when an emperor comes after you, if you fuck with an emperor, they will chase you to the ends of the earth until you're dead. Which in my opinion, it gives feats to some of these other characters who people call trash. They fucked with emperors and they walked away. Yes, they were still fucked up, but they got away. They got away. Blockworks. Yeah, I do agree. Shanks over Mihawk. I'm just saying that Mihawk is inching his way into that. Into that level. He's like at the bottom of the tier. Like, he just makes it into the Emperor tier. He can contest, but 70% of the time he'll lose.
Yeah.
Like, the odds in the fight is 60-40 or 70-30.
I'd still think he'd beat Blackbeard right now.
Mihawk?
Nope.
In my opinion, I agree with you on this, depending on the circumstances, because you got to remember, Blackbeard right now. Blackbeard has had 2 years with the Gorogoro Nomi. He is already like smart as hell. He studied the devil fruits that he was going after. Mihawk is great in my opinion, but it's just something about Blackbeard. It's like that mystery, that unknown that just gives me a bad feeling about Blackbeard.
I have Blackbeard killing Shanks, so that's how I feel about Blackbeard versus Mihawk.
And again, I don't believe that I don't think that Shanks is gonna die. Like in this series,
if Shanks doesn't die, Oda is toothless.
He killed Whitebeard.
Yeah, but Whitebeard wasn't something that we were emotionally invested into like that until that arc.
Okay, touche. That's the best reasoning that anybody has ever given me for the Shanks stuff. You want to know the reasons that people have given me for killing Shanks? It gives Luffy more of a reason to hate Blackbeard. He doesn't need more of a reason to hate Blackbeard.
Luffy's gonna fight Blackbeard because of goals, not because of hatred anyway.
And he already hates him because one, he turned in his... Did you see the anger on this man's face and Impel Down when he found out that he was the one Ace was looking for? He hates him. He hates him because his brother hates him. And then he hates him even more simply because he's the reason... Ultimately, he's the reason that Ace died. If you want to trace it back to the beginning, Blackbeard is the reason that Ace is dead.
Yeah. Like, I still think Ace put the final nail in his own coffin.
Oh, yeah. Ace, like I keep saying, is among my top favorite characters, tied with Zoro. It's just that in his last moments, you can say that, oh, it was his character or whatever that made him do it. He should not have turned around. He should not have turned. I say this every single time. He talked about, all right, you can say it was his character. He was like his father. He never turned away from a fight. But that was only mentioned once. You know what was mentioned multiple times? How much he respected Whitebeard. How much he would never go against Whitebeard. When Whitebeard told him, don't go after Blackbeard, I got a bad feeling about it. I can understand why he disobeyed that one. Because one, he killed somebody. He was a part of his division, and he killed a division commander. That's disrespect on the captain and me as the leader of this division. You trusted me, and I fucked up. I have to fix this. It's a pride thing. I understand that. But at the war, you were crying your heart out, watching all of these people die, fighting for you to get the fuck out of there. Whitebeard taking all of these injuries. You watched him get stabbed by somebody that you and Whitebeard trusted with fuck your life. You trusted him with the world. If this was some shit where y'all conquered planets, you would trust this man to watch your galaxy while you went to go get tapas. I don't know why I said tapas. That was like the whitest thing that I could think of.
I am amazed that you picked tapas.
I know, right? I don't even know where that came from.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then after all of that emotional, after that whole emotional roller coaster that you just went through, sitting up on that scaffolding, you watched your adoptive grandfather look you in the face and cry because of the decisions he has to make. You know the best way to end all of this is to get these cuffs off and haul ass for that area right there. Was right in front of you. You so high up you can see where you have to get to in order to get out of here. I've locked myself out of my house before, and I've tried everything to get back in and I couldn't. So I just leaned up against the door and it just hit me. The only thing standing between me and my house is this thin ass piece of wood, and it upset me. I can only imagine what it was like for Ace. He can see his freedom, but the only thing standing between him and his freedom were these fucking handcuffs.
And 100,000 niggas.
I mean, they had their niggas too, but all of that, the emotional.
That was 100 niggabytes.
Yeah. All right. He had a clean out. Everything was fine. Everything was perfect. You teamed with your brother and started fighting people. You smiled at his growth. You, like, everybody got you out. Everything was okay. Soon as they got you out, the order went out. Retreat. We got what we wanted. Get the fuck out.
Get the bag.
And you stop and turn around and disobey your captain. He said, this is my last order as your captain. Go home. And you stop because a nigga said, yo daddy's so weak that your real daddy should have, like, the era was named correctly. It was named after your real daddy. Really?
Like, that broke you? That took your spirit, nigga? Like
after all of that emotion that you just went through on top of that scaffolding, that's what swayed you back? Like, the scale was balanced when they first showed up, and then when Luffy came, the emotion of the sadness like outweighed the anger because you put your little brother in danger. No, it was even worse because Hancock told him that Luffy was there.
Exactly.
When Oars got stabbed, nigga, that shit, fuck the anger. The anger wasn't even on the scale no more. That shit got catapulted out when the weight of the sadness hit. And then you get down, the happiness that you're feeling that you and your brother just worked together to succeed, especially knowing that one of your other brothers is dead. Like, you already lost one brother. And now your youngest brother, the one that you promised Sabo you would look after, is right here. He is in danger. And you mean to tell me what broke you, what put so much weight back on that scale that it catapulted all of the sadness and shit out of the water was yo daddy is weak. Yo daddy is weak. What Ace should have did, what Ace should have done was shit talk him. He could have shit talk him. You could have been as angry as fucking possible. But keep running. Keep fucking running. Like, just
all he had to do.
Keep running, look back and go, well, guess what? I guarantee you always got a lip dick. Ha! And just keep running. That's it. Luffy would have laughed. Y'all both would have laughed because when Luffy laughed, that shit's infectious. And that's it. That's it. GG.
But at the same time, Ace had to die.
I don't know, man.
Look. His
hockey was trash.
People say, oh, if Ace didn't die, there would have been no time skip. Incorrect. There would have been a time skip because Luffy already knew that. Luffy knew since Water 7, the further into the Grand Line that they get, the fucking scarier these people were gonna get. He had to get stronger. And then when they got to Sabaody, they got his entire crew absolutely dominated by 2 people. Well, 3 technically because of the pacifistas. But from the beginning, no, not even 2. One admiral, no diffed your whole crew. Sentamaru, somebody who right now people consider not even on a tier list. No diffed, y'all.
Which is bullshit.
Yeah, I actually do think that's kind of unfair. He's not in like top 10, but he's on that
top
list.
50.
Yeah, top 50. He's top 50.
Here's one of my things about
somewhere
that,
in
though.
like the 20s or 30s, maybe.
Is that I think that what this is supposed to show you is that like this is a technically advanced skill, but not necessarily your hockey is stronger skill though. Like if you just learn the formal techniques of hockey, but you don't actually have real combat experience, your shit's not gonna be bloomed like that.
Hey, hold on, give me a second, Smash. Ziad, you said, you could have just bashed into the wood. If you're talking about my door situation, no, because the wood was about this thick, and I'm a skinny dude. I don't have muscle. Look at that. I value my intellect over my strength. I like speed and intelligence over like physical strength, even though I have been working out again. Can you tell? No. Okay. All right. But back on the chapter. Goddamn, we ain't even on chapter 31, and I'm at 41, and Game of Thrones start in like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
All right, but Luffy is getting frustrated because he can't get the technique down. He's talking to Hio. You know what? You know the 4 emperors. He's like, no. Obviously, Wano is an isolated country. It stands to reason that Hio doesn't know anything about the 4 emperors. But doesn't he know about Kaido? He does know about Kaido because he's in this prison. He knows that Queen works for Kaido and all of this shit, and Kaido's goons.
They don't know the international context of this situation. Yeah,
they just know that Kaido's a strong pirate and he's here like taking over shit. And then
deep throating everyone, like everybody's deep throating his dragon dick as he tells them what to do. He's everyone's daddy.
And then we get the appearance of Caribou, confirm it, like destroying the theory that Caribou helped Caribou escaped with Kid.
Yeah, I mean, I really wish we'd have seen Kid's escape. I don't know what's going to be done to like justify making it a flashback instead of just showing it as it happened.
Because maybe Kid's escape is a part of some big reveal. Like maybe Hawkins is not really with Kaido, and Hawkins played a part in his escape. And if Killer is one of the reasons that he escaped, you don't want to give away that Killer, even though I feel like it's fairly obvious because Killer and Kid pretty much have the same relationship as Law and his crew, like his main 3. They grew up together. They grew up together. They'll die for each other. But yeah, it's fairly obvious that Killer is in Wano. But maybe Oda is just trying to hold it off for some reason. But Caribou begs again, let me join you. Let me join your ship. Let me join you so I can escape. The shit that pisses me off again, because you know how much I love to discuss new crew members, is that people look at this, Luffy saying, sure, you can come with us only because I think you've changed. As long as you've changed. People look at that as Luffy accepted Caribou into the crew. No. Luffy is collecting allies in Wano. Caribou is an ally now. In the context of this situation. He is not on the crew. Because I guarantee if he was to get on the Sunny and say, hi everybody, Sanji's gonna kick him in his fucking face for kidnapping all of those mermaids.
Oh yeah.
100%. But Hyo recognizes...
Okay.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to see him get on the Sunny like that so Sanji can kick him in the face.
Absolutely. I fucking hate Caribou.
Yeah.
I fucking hate Caribou. It pissed me off. It pissed me off. Like he was kind of he was entertaining during the return of Sabaody and like going down to Fishman Island. But
he's just, every time he's relevant, it's like
why?
It feels like a gag that doesn't add enough to the story.
Yeah, like when it pissed me off because I knew he was gonna come back after that cover story. When he got his cover story and I was reading through it, I was like, okay, why are we focusing on him? Okay, maybe we'll get some context on it. Maybe he's going to come across some shit that's going to be relevant. But...
how long has it been since we've gotten a decent cover story? Has it been like since Reverie?
I think... Nah, the Straw Hat Grand Fleet. So yeah, I think it was Reverie.
Yeah.
Which I'm still waiting for. I'm still waiting for that shit. I'm waiting for the next cover story. And to be honest, as much as I don't like Caesar, I want the cover story to be about Caesar. Caesar and his magnificent misadventures in the New World. Show me what that's about.
Because the thing is that Caesar's actually, regardless of how annoying he is, from a literary perspective, he's a permanently relevant character now.
Yeah.
Like, he's way too important of a figure to just be able to get into obscurity. Like,
he worked with Vegapunk. Some of the like mass genocide weapons that we're using were created by Caesar. Like he has to come back at some point. And to be honest, I don't think people like, oh, if he comes back, he's joining the crew. No, he's not. He's not joining the crew. Oh yeah, you're right. Oh yeah, you're right. He's going to Capone's crew. No, he's not. Capone don't want him. He only wanted him. He only had him around because he was convenient. If Caesar comes back, the only person, in my opinion, who I believe could actually hold onto and maintain Caesar outside of Luffy is Law. I think if Caesar were to come back, Caesar is going straight to Law's crew. And people will go, oh, but Caesar had Law under his thumb and Punk Hazard. That's only because he thought he had Law's heart and Law was just going along with it.
Yeah, at any point, Law could have just done a return.
Yeah. Like he gave Caesar Monet's heart.
Yeah, Law is far too smart for Caesar to be under Caesar's thumb.
Exactly. And you can say
so obvious.
You can say, oh, but Caesar has that broken ability. He controls gas. He could just suck the oxygen out of the submarine while they're in it and kill everybody. Okay, you do know Law inside that room, which he can cover his entire submarine in. Inside that room, he controls everything down to the molecule, which includes the gas that Caesar is manipulating. In my opinion.
Yes. Also, I think he would just be able to speed blitz him. Like he had good enough hockey that when Dofi grabbed his sword with armament on his hand, it cut him.
He had good enough hockey and the speed to cut Virgo in half, who tried to speed blitz Law. Virgo tried to speed blitz Law, and Law cut that fucking half. He has the reaction speed.
He's getting instantly speed blitzed into a counter shock,
Exactly. I feel like people do not give Law enough credit. No. But Hyo recognizes Raizo, and instantly his faith is renewed. Well, okay, just for context, we back on the chapter now.
Yeah.
All right. Hyo recognizes Raizo. He goes, damn, I fucked up. I lost faith a long time ago. And he goes on to explain that this is not the only mine. This is not the only prison in these mines, which it makes sense. It makes sense. There are multiple buildings. If you've ever seen any like foreign action movie where the main character goes to prison in like a mine prison, there are multiple buildings spanning across the mine that are locked, that have people locked in. But he also says that all of the old mafia bosses before Kyoshiro are locked up in these prisons. All 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in these 6 prisons. I think he said, what is it, like 5 of the Yakuza? He doesn't give a specific number, but he says the Yakuza leaders are all locked up in these prisons. The Yakuza leaders, I don't believe that they're going to be as relevant as it's making it out to be. I think we're going to get their designs. They're going to give their introductions. And much like the samurai that we saw, that we actually see their faces for when we were handing out the slips, I feel like they're going to be the equivalent of the Whitebeard allies in Marineford. They're going to have some screen. They're going to have like a few words. And during the big battle, we're going to focus in on them when they attack, just to give, you know, the allies in this big army some type of fuck, what's the word? God damn. Some type of weight. Let's just call it that. That's like people say, oh, if Carrot's not joining the crew, why introduce her anyway? It's to give that side of the alliance some life. If you go to an island and they go, okay, we're your allies, and you only introduce the king, you just recruited a bunch of fodder for the background. Which, no, that's not storytelling at all. Introduce some characters, give them personality. It gives that side of the alliance life. So you're not just looking at the main character run through a big battlefield. If you were to set up an alliance like that, you're essentially just recruiting a background. Like, all right, no spoilers. Look at Endgame. If all we focused on was Iron Man and Captain America, when we like that at the big fight at the end, when all of that happened, all we would have saw was Captain America and Iron Man running through a battlefield, and that shit would have been boring. Endgame conversation done, because I know everybody has not seen Endgame.
Yeah,
but I made a mistake.
But the chapter ends with Big Mom slowly approaching. Oh wait, nah. Raizo and Hyo are talking about, we need to get more of the allies, and Kawamatsu is still sitting in his prison cell, just lurking. But apparently he's smiling. I just noticed that, because in his panel and on page 1716 on the Viz translation, it said there's like some
smirk.
Yeah, it says smirk, even though he's still covered in shadows. So shit's about to go down, and I'm still hoping that Kawamatsu is a fishman born in Wano, and because he was born in Wano, he has the same ignorance as them, and that's why they call him a kappa. I hope he's a Greninja type character. Oda, if you give me Greninja and Wano, I will forgive all of the sins that you have placed upon the ninja. I will forgive all of it. All of it.
If we get Greninja in a One Piece, I'll actually be hyped.
Bro, think about it. The Fishman already had Fishman Karate, and when they do those little shark arrow shits, they already have moisture coming off of them. All you gotta do is take the water droplet that's coming off of you, twirl it around on your finger, and then flick it. You got a water shuriken right there. I just came up with a whole One Piece character.
You mean like how I thought of a mink that was like a half mink, half fishman, so we could use Fishman Karate and Electro?
How would that work, though?
Hey.
I mean, technically, a mink can use Fishman Karate. All they have to do is just learn it. They just have to learn it. But a Fishman can't use Electro, because
that's why it would have to be a hybrid.
Even though people would say, oh, the Mink's Electro is like an inner soul power that they have. No, I think that has to do with their fur. I really think it has to do with their fur. I think Chopper can learn Electro. I think any mammal, any zone with fur can learn Electro. My opinion.
Imagine fucking Lucci pulling up with Hockey and Electro and Electro Rokugan.
And bro, he already can heat up his fucking fingernails and flick them shit. So now he got fire, electricity, and hockey and shockwaves with that Rokugan. Come on now. That's too broken. That's too broken. But the chapter ends with Big Mom pulling up to Wano. We have 20 fucking minutes. We're about to speed blitz through the next chapter, which shouldn't be that hard. Not much really happens.
All right, let's
Big
go.
Mom pulling up to the mines. This happened exactly how I wanted it to happen. Kiku told Big Mom it's gonna take a while to get to the prison. We didn't see them for like 2 chapters, which is what I said. Which is what I thought might be the case. We don't see them for at least 1 or 2 chapters, and then when we do see them, shit starts to get real. Going on to chapter 941. Chapter opens up with a beautiful color page. Beautiful. Some Roadrunner shit that I'm just now noticing. Usopp putting up a painting of an extended road. That's funny as hell.
Yeah, I was looking at this. Yeah, Usopp's putting, if you look at the cover page.
Yeah, that's some Wile E. Coyote shit. And Brook is on the other side of it.
Oh, yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah, it really is. And Nami got on a Luffy smile, which that kind of caught me off guard. If I'm being 100 with you. And Robin, what is up with Robin, bro? Why has Robin been smashing these past couple color pages? It's not fair. Stop.
You said smashing, eh?
She's smashing that color. Oh, shut up, Smash.
Oh, come on.
Shut up. Shut the hell up.
Smash, come on.
But bro,
that's just me being happy about my name.
Bro, the way the Straw Hats are setting up this looks like they about to carjack the fuck out of somebody. They about to steal somebody's car. You got Nami sexy ass like directing the car. You got Robin sitting there with that seductive ass smile. Frankie got a gun. You got an adorable ass Chopper. You got a Ghost hiding in the background, and you got this one-eyed swordsman getting ready to draw his sword. And then you got the captain calling out for the car, but at the same time winding up a big ass gear third punch. Tell me he stopped the vehicle. One Piece. It says that they carjacking somebody.
Yeah.
Is this really the message that Oda want to be sending?
They're pirates.
They're treasure hunting pirates, not pillagers.
Dog, they beat up a bunch of people for their winter clothes on Punk Hazard.
Because they were bad people. Well, no, they didn't know that. They just got there and were like, damn, y'all look warm. No, but they had guns. They had guns.
Yeah, because they were security guards.
Yeah, they just they stole some motherfucking clothes.
They just beat up some security guards.
They said y'all look warm as hell.
Okay, we've got 15 minutes, people.
Oh yeah, damn. All right, chapter opens up with Orochi yelling at the Thumb. Fuck names. We about to blitz through this. Game of Thrones is about to start.
Yeah.
Yelling at a nigga.
He yelling at the Thumb about you don't know how hard life is. Komurasaki is dead. That was the most beautiful woman. Bring her back. You can't do anything. You can't do anything to cheer me up. He was like, no, but listen. We found out.
Is he alive?
The identity of the Witching Hour Boy has been discovered. His identity is, and then apparently it's some big shit because it has that thing where right before the name is said, you got a wide shot of the environment. Everything goes silent and like leaves or cherry blossoms blow past, and Orochi's like, but how is he alive? Orochi is sweaty. I don't know why Orochi is sweating like that, especially if they're referring to Tonoyasu, which I don't get. If they're just going to reveal at the end of this chapter that it's Tonoyasu, why put it in silhouette right here? I don't think that the Witching Hour Boy is Tonoyasu. I'm hoping it's Otoko I'm hoping that the Witching Hour boy is on some Batman Mask of the Phantasm shit, and there are multiple people who use the identity of the Witching Hour boy. But
oh yeah, like in the Ghost of Barry Fairbrother and A Casual Vacancy by J.K. Rowling.
I was with you until you said her name. She ruined Harry Potter for me.
Oh, what she do, girl?
But back at how did she ruin the Harry Potter series? She retconned a bunch of shit. Like, apparently Voldemort's gay. I mean, not Voldemort. Dumbledore's gay, which I don't have a problem with. But you only wrote the Fantastic Beasts series with a concept that I actually find more interesting than the school concept. He's writing a bestiary. I find that concept amazing. And you only write it just so you could finish up and explain a lot of the other characters from the school when all of this takes place before the Harry Potter stuff. No. And then during a play in the UK or some shit, a black girl was cast as Hermione. When people were in an uproar about it, she said, "Oh no, that's actually a perfect casting because in my mind, Hermione actually is black." I'm like, what? In the Harry Potter books, you described her as like brown hair with like white skin.
No, she only mentioned having freckles. She left it. She never gave her a skin color, actually.
Hermione was described as a brown bushy haired girl with freckles. Never mentioned color.
So she just kept it.
So no, but when Emma Watson was cast, she said Emma Watson was the perfect fit. But now that the black girl was cast, she said that the black girl was a perfect fit because she's black in my mind. Fuck out of here. Now every time I watch Harry Potter, I love Hermione. I love Emma Watson. Emma Watson, I'm saying this on stream. Marry me.
This nigga.
Marry me. I will do right. But back on the chapter. Yeah. Apparently, Shootin' hideout in Curry got set a fucking blaze.
By Kinemon.
Apparently by Kinemon, but it's up in the air because people are going, Hold'em is taking responsibility for it. He wanted to tell the Shogun, he wanted to tell Orochi that, Ashura Doji died in that fire, but who cares about who started the fire? All we know is that Kinemon is goddamn mastermind. He is playing two sides against one another when Ashura Doji already said, I'm not joining you. Okay, you don't have to join me, but you're gonna fight them. And Ashura Doji basically just said, no, I'm only doing what I want. He's like, you know what kind of man I am. You're going to help us. He's like,
in the Viz, Dogstrom showed it was like arson. Yeah, it's more serious than I would have imagined it would be. So he's like, we out here, we starting to do some things, bro. I don't know,
But back over with Zoro, Brook finds this man, and I'm gonna take 2 minutes out of this until the 10-minute mark for the countdown. When Tashigi shows up to Wano, she gonna have some words for this bitch. She gonna have some words for this bitch. All right. I don't know what's going. Tashigi, don't do that. Don't do that. Tashigi's gonna have some words for Komurasaki or Hiyori.
Yeah.
Now I get it that chronologically, yes, she is older than Zoro. Hell, Momonosuke is technically supposed to be older than Zoro, but that is still Momonosuke's little sister. So I'm looking at that like, chill the fuck out, stop.
Yeah.
Zoro wakes up.
That's a violation of bro code.
Word. That's your little homie. You're not supposed to smash your little homie, little sister. That's that's violation against the bro code, but that's some real nigga shit. Zoro just did some.
But most of all, plus Zoro should be with Tashigi. It's
absolutely. That's
canon.
Yeah. Also, Zoro getting Komurasaki wouldn't be a W, it'd be an STD. So I'm just saying.
No. I think it was actually confirmed that she wasn't a prostitute. She was an escort. And They use escort for prostitution because an escort is somebody who is selling their time, not their body. They're selling their time to show people around, and whatever happens in that time it's whatever. It's all consensual. They're not selling their body.
Bruh.
She was an escort. She didn't sell her body. She tricked men into believing that she'd fall in love with them, but take all their money. She was not a hoe, even though she worked in the pleasure district. She was one of the hoes who never had to hoe. But Brooke tells them that Tonoyasu was caught, and Otogo, even with that smile on her face, starts freaking the fuck out, and she books it out of this fucking house, going after her father. Zoro's ready to go. People keep saying, "Oh, Zoro took an L. He got one shot." I addressed this in my last video. You can skip to the end. Somebody commented, and I addressed it. Zoro did not take an L. He did not get one shot. In terms of the story, Zoro could have went down right there. He went down, yes, but after he beat his opponent, he could have went down, and he was in safe hands. There was no danger. Oh, but Luffy got stabbed in his gut, and he didn't pass out, because story-wise, if he passed out, that was the end of it. There would be no more One Piece. He had to continue that fight. Zoro, he didn't have any incentives to stay awake. He could have passed out right there and everything was fine. He did pass out and everything was fine. If Luffy passed out, Katakuri would have took that spear through his fucking face.
It's true. You're not seeing the future.
Word.
You see.
Word. Yo, smash your asshole. Komurasaki's funeral is starting. Nobody. I wonder why. Nobody. Oh, damn, my chair's sinking. Oh, hold on. I need a new chair. Hey, yo, help me get to 100. Help me get to 1K subs so I can start adding a fucking super chat button. I need a new chair. This shit keeps sinking. I'm fucking with y'all. I actually don't care if I get to 1K subs. I actually just do this. Like I said before, I only do this to have conversation with people about One Piece. I live in like the New York, New Jersey area. Not many people like read One Piece. It's not a lot. And the people who do, they not very vocal about it.
Yeah.
But Komurasaki's funeral, because we only got like 8 minutes. Komurasaki's funeral, people are losing their shit. People are losing their shit. And still, Nami, Robin, and Shinobu are out in the open with no disguise on. Did y'all not learn y'all lesson from the bathhouse?
Yeah. Oh god, it's so bad.
Jesus Christ. But they find out where Tonoyasu is being held. He is crucified. People are going, "Oh, this is gonna be like some controversial shit because he's crucified." If you look at a lot of Japanese shit,
crucifixion is a really common torture tactic. This wouldn't be at all controversial, really.
Yeah, no, people are saying like it's just because it looks like a cross. Look at other Japanese literature, look at other Japanese manga that take place in the Sengoku period or the Warring States period. You will see that they have been crucified this exact same way. They even give them a platform to stand on. Look at Bleach. They crucified Rukia the same way. But yeah, Tonoyasu is revealed that Lord Yasue, which I think is a reference to how the hell do you say his name? Toko.
You got this one.
No, I can't. No, I'm trying to hurry up, bro. We got like 7 minutes.
Okay.
Toko. Fuck,
yeah.
I got it in my head. Toko Gaya Ieyasu. I think that's his name. I think he's supposed to be a reference to Ieyasu. But his nickname apparently is the Hedgehog. Gotta go fast, Sonic. Gotta go fast. Everybody's made that joke. I had to make it too.
Yeah. If your thumbnail isn't Sonic, you disappoint me.
No, it's Nami, Robin, and the adorable Chopper from the color page.
That's not what it means to be plus ultra, bro.
Smash, we talked about this. You are not using that. But This is what I was talking about earlier. I think that he allowed himself to be caught because there's no way he spent the last 20 years exiled from his position as a daimyo, and then all of a sudden he gets caught. I think he turned himself in purposefully to start this revolution. Somebody with as big of influence as he has, being caught and executed publicly, his supporters are not gonna take that shit laying down. They're not. Look at all of the people who are there already going, no, let him go. He didn't do anything. All he did was support somebody up until the day that y'all killed the person he supported. But that is how the chapter ends, with Otogo running to her father's execution. I feel like that by the time she gets there, she is going to be there to witness him being executed, burned at the stake, head chopped off, or shot through the heart with arrows. And when Zoro and them finally catch up to her, we're going to see the back of her head. And when the panel finally pans around to see her face, she's not gonna have a smile on, and she's gonna have the shaded over eyes, and she's gonna be ready to fuck shit up. Because, like I said,
she's gonna have the Luffy look.
Yeah, pretty much. Like I said, I hope that she has some type of fighting capability. It doesn't have to be to the point where she can take out a full-on headliner, even a named headliner, even if his name is like Batman or Gazelle Man. I don't want her to have like that crazy ability, but I want her to be formidable enough to where even at least Hold'em goes, wow, that little girl can at least do this. That's what I'm hoping for, but that's just
fodder sweeper.
Yeah.
A fodder sweeper.
Pretty much. But if it comes to somebody with a name, she's gonna have a hard time. Even if it is somebody like Batman or Gazelle Man. With Batman, yeah. I guess, like, because he's shooting arrows from up high, we got like 4 minutes. As a matter of fact, I'm going to switch this over to that so I can get ready.
Yeah,
we're gonna
get ready.
Yeah, I already got my my TV on. But yeah, okay. That's what I'm hoping for. But that's how the chapter ends. We're on break next week. Like I said, look forward to
Gold Week.
Yeah, Golden Week, Luffy's birthday. Like I said, look forward to the versus battle right here. I'm gonna have a special guest on there. It's nobody that big, I guess, but yeah, special guest for the versus battle. Look forward to it. And Ziad, I actually am putting it out. But before I end this, I actually do want to address a comment. I'm trying to make this a regular thing. Want to address a comment by Captain Ulrich. He said Komurasaki is spouting lies. She was throwing last week. Captain Ulrich put in the comment section, Komurasaki is spouting lies. She was thrown somewhere earlier than Momo. We all forgetting Oda is pulling references from movies and history for this arc. Yes, I do believe Oda is using historical events, and Oda uses a lot of movie references for his arcs and characters. But in this case, I don't think that's what he's going with for Komurasaki. I do think there may be something more to Komurasaki / Hiyori, especially given the fact that her and Kawamatsu were separated when she was 13 and she's 26 now, so that leaves a whole 13-year gap that we don't know about. What was she doing? Who is she allied with?
Thotten.
She had to do something strange for a piece of change in order to survive. But with that, I'm going to end it with 2 minutes left until Game of Thrones. Thank you to everybody who joined. Smash Queen, I appreciate y'all being here. Everybody in the chat, thank you for coming through. Like the video if you did. Comment down below when the video goes live. I will see you guys later. Peace.
Follow me on YouTube.
Oh yeah, Smash has a YouTube channel, Anarchy Smash. Or you know what? Fuck it, Smash. Just send me the link. I'll put it in the description. Like the video if you did. Comment down below, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.